My name is Amusa Emmanuel Eneton. I'm a leadership coach, public and motivational speaker, strategist, business and executive coach, success expert, mentor, podcaster, and I'm the CEO at Catalyst Innovations and Network. So dear beautiful people, I welcome you to another exciting episode of Leadership When It Matters the Most. And I'll be sharing with you this very moment an interesting discussion which I title Right on Time. I repeat, right on time. If you have never asked yourself certain questions that bother so many people today, then maybe I should help you out. Questions like, where am I from? Why am I here? Where do I belong? What does the system really holds for me? You see, the answer is not far-fetched. Ladies and gentlemen, listening to me out there, you are right on time. I repeat, you are right on time. And I'm saying this affirmatively, that you are right on time. You see, when America needed a constitution, they had Thomas Jefferson. When America needed a civil war, they had Abraham Lincoln. When America had economic recession, they had Theodore Roosevelt. When America had the threat of Holocaust and the Cuban Missile Crisis, they were privileged to have John F. Kennedy. When America needs change, they had Barack Obama. Now when America needs diplomacy and influencer, they have Donald Trump. So dear beautiful people, you had seen that coming right at the exact time is indicative of our faith. So sometimes there's some few questions about life you ask yourself that, why are you in some particular positions in your life at some particular time? It is because you are right on time. It is because there's a plan, there's a purpose that has been carved out for you, and you only will be the one to leverage that potential. So dear beautiful people, take note. The world is privileged to have you because you were born for a time as this. And at the same time, you were brought forth for this season, called for this assignment, and appointed for this mission. So you are not a product of chance or mistake. Even if your parents never agreed to have you, and that pregnancy has actually caused divisions and stirs, in fact, dissensions as the case may be. But I'm telling you that God planned it. Even if they almost aborted it, but mom had to raise you all alone, or probably dad had to raise you all alone, or probably, the situations of things has never been in your favor. But I'm still here to tell you affirmatively that God has planned it. So dear beautiful people, and that is why you're not born in Canada, Australia, or Los Angeles, but yet you're born and bred in Nigeria. You see, that is the major reason you were not born an hour earlier, or probably a minute later than usual, or probably some seconds later than your birthday, because you were carefully thought and you carefully planned. And that is why I'm saying it right again. You came on and you came at the right time. You see, there's a hollow and a space to fit in the system. You have a purpose to fulfill and a dream to live. Dear beautiful people, you came at the right time. You came at a time when you need to put an end to various family issues in your house. You came at a time when Nigeria needs good leaders and leadership system. You see, you came at the right time when the nation needs great thinkers and innovations. You see, you came at the right time when the nation needs IT expert inventors to leverage the growth of the nation. You see, you came at the right time when the nation is in dire need of positive influencers, change initiators, and barrier breakers. I'm telling it to you today. You see, being a Nigerian is not an error of creation. It is a divine arrangement. That is why, you see, there are some life-changing quotes from Miles Monroe that has projected my enthusiasm and, that has made me to see and at the same time accept situations the way it is. And that is why I do tell people, you see, God has positioned us to influence others, change the course of time and event, and to protect His purpose. And that is God's purpose for us. So you see, you can still be a world person You can still be that global material. You can still be that uncommon achiever. You can still be that magnificent dreamer. You can still be that first-class material. And I can tell you, you can still be that global citizen. You see, you might have come from a local place, but that doesn't mean you have a local mindset. I repeat. You see, you might have come from a local place, a local entity, but that doesn't mean you still have a local mindset. You see, you might have upshooted from a remote village, but I can bet you that it doesn't really affect your life, and it doesn't mean your life is remote. Some of us are actually, coming from a remote village, remote towns. At the end of the day, you think it affects your life. You think they place leverage on your life. But I can tell you right now that, your presence, or probably your existence, your source doesn't determine where it is and where you're going in the nearest future. So, dear beautiful people, you can be a leader of a 10-man member company, and yet you can apply the same principles by Jack Welch and Mark Zuckerberg. You see, you can actually become a leader in every field of life you find yourself. But all I can tell you, as far as this discussion is concerned, is the fact that you're coming at the right time. You came at the right time when the world needs you. You came at the right time when Nigeria needs great innovators. You came at the right time when Nigeria needs great IT experts. You came at the right time when Nigeria needs great change initiators. You came at the right time when Nigeria needs system shakers. You came at the right time when Nigeria needs people mover. You came at the right time when Nigeria needs people who are going to break barriers and make us stay on top. So irrespective of what the case may be, my message to you this time around is, you are still a leader, and yet you can apply the same principles being applied by Donald Trump in the White House. You're a leader, and you can still apply the same principles being applied by Jack Welch. You're still a leader. You can still apply the same principles being used by Mark Zuckerberg. You're a leader, and you can still apply the same principles being used by Oprah Winfrey. You are a leader, and you can still apply the same principles being used by world-class and global leaders in the world we live in today. So, dear beautiful people, you carefully planned, and at the same time, you are carefully thought of. So, the society is counting on you, and I'm telling it to you today. Please decide to be there for the nation. Decide to be there for this nation. Decide to be there for your people. Decide to be there for your society, and decide to be there for your country. And once again, you came at the right time. So thank you for joining me on this wonderful episode, and I hope to see you stay on top, win more opportunities, and break more barriers. Cheers. Goodbye.